Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. If you haven't guessed, today we are out in the garage. If you're new here, me and my husband just bought this fixer-upper in Florida. It was one of those situations where it was in the perfect location and we were going back and forth between building or buying based off a location, and we decided on location, and it has been the best and most fun decision we have ever made. However, with that, we knew because there's so many projects to get done, we really had to get the outdoor areas finished so that my husband had his tools and the storage set up. We're constantly having boxes delivered, or we're shopping because we actually sold our home in Wisconsin fully furnished. So yes, we moved cross country, sold our house in a whole different state, fully furnished, and moved down into a fixer-upper with pretty much nothing. So today we are going around really cleaning up the garage, decluttering it. As you can see, we have boxes upon boxes with our fully furnished house that also came with all the TVs in the house, so we've had to replace those, and just so much. So if you guys are ready for some massive motivation to clean, declutter, revamp a place in your house, this video is full of it. So I'm also excited about this video because back in Wisconsin, storing our holiday decor, if you've been with my channel for a while, you know my husband is obsessed with decorating outdoors for the holidays. I love decorating inside, and needless to say, we have a ton of holiday decor. It's pretty much the main thing that we took with us when we moved. But a lot of you have been asking, because Wisconsin, we have basements, Florida, you guys do not, how we were going to organize all of this. Well, the garage was going to be a big part of our saving grace, so we were lucky to find a place that had a double-sided, or not double-sided, but like width-wise is an extra large garage. So you're going to see kind of how we store our decorations in here. We do also have a shed in the back of the house, and you're going to see in next week's video that we actually got a second shed. So the garage is going to store our everyday tools. My husband is a huge car fanatic. The back shed is going to store our outdoor decorations, and then the little shed that we got for the side of the house is for like the weed whacker and lawnmower and all those things, all the like outdoor tools. But we like to have the garage space be really nice, especially since my husband does work on his car, and like, I don't know, the garage is his happy space. So we wanted to make sure to really revamp this, give it a nice coat of paint, and just make it look really nice for him. He always jokes around how I have the rest of the house and he has the garage, which is true. So I like to make sure that the garage is set up really nice for him. But don't get me wrong, I do not decorate the house purely to my style. I do try to keep in mind my husband as well. So I am curious what you guys are thinking about these videos. Big reason I'm asking is I did get a couple comments recently saying how it's a lot of face-to-face because you guys are seeing Bobby a ton more in my videos. So he talks a lot in them, and then I talk, especially since we're really trying to take you along the process. I've been trying to make this as real life as possible. Like, you guys are seeing what we're doing in a week, and sometimes it's a lot of fun and exciting stuff, and other weeks it's the tedious stuff that just has to be done that may not be as exciting as a full room transformation, extreme, massive, whatever. But I'm curious what you guys like. I decided to change this one up a little bit and do a little bit more voiceover and see, do you guys like the more vloggy style? Do you like the more voiceover style? I'm just curious. I personally usually like more vloggy and want it to feel like I'm FaceTiming with a friend, but I make these videos for you guys and I want to know what you guys prefer, because then I will try and tailor to what you guys are interested in.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how.
Alright, so it's the next day. This is the side that we painted. We already moved pretty much everything over. The car is outside. But now we gotta prep this side of the garage so that we can paint it. If you remember though, Bobby has already like sanded and what this. So we're going to just tape off and paper the top. That way it doesn't get sprayed, but everything else will get sprayed. And then this shelf over here has to be completely taken out. But then we can get to the fun part of actually decorating. Oh, also over here I had some drips, so it looks kind of funky, but I'm gonna go back over it with paint. But I wanted to fix all the drips now instead of letting them stay. With this wood being a little bit more slick, it just didn't stick as well as it did to up here, but he's loud. We're gonna get to it. So originally when we were packing to move for Florida, I had the best of intentions of making sure our paint sprayer was in the front of the pod so that when we got to the new house and the pods showed up, that we could just pull it out and do this. Unfortunately, in the chaos of moving, because nothing goes smoothly, I had completely forgotten that that was my plan. And that's why you see so much in the garage, is we had to actually unload the pod a good amount to get to the paint sprayer. Things like that, like little bit of advice, if you have plans like that, like, okay, I want to make sure I paint the whole house before we move in and I need this and that, write it down, because moving can be so hectic and so stressful that it is really, really easy to forget. That is why it made painting the garage so much harder, because we had to tape off one side at a time and make sure everything was covered, where originally I was like, okay, there's going to be nothing in the garage. I can just go boom, 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 and we are done. And it ended up being so much more work because I completely failed at making sure our paint sprayer was in the right location.
I'll not be the one who pretend, acting like everything's sane. I never asked you to stay, but you're staying. You're giving it all for the fame. Your vanity, you have no shame. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see.
So as I was putting this paper up, there was a massive spider on this window. So I quickly asked my husband to hand me the bug killer so that I could do a good spray all the way around the window. 1, kill the spider, and 2, kill anything else that could come into the house. It is one thing we are very much getting used to is the bugs down here. Bobby more than me. I have been coming to Florida for as long as I can remember. My parents actually live down here, so the bugs and things like that, like, it doesn't surprise me. I'm not shocked. I actually am having a lot of fun, like, showing the boys how I used to catch the lizards and how huge the grasshoppers get down here and things like that. But yeah, definitely for Bobby, like the wolf spiders down here, he has not been enjoying at all. We've had to kill a couple wolf spiders in the garage. The only thing I'm really not a fan of, and I know they're here in Florida and I still don't care, I despise snakes. And just the other day we found a good, it was probably a 4-foot, what do they call them? Black racer or something. It wasn't a bad snake. It's actually good. It keeps the critters out of your yard, but I do not like snakes. And when we saw that, I was like, okay, we're moving back to Wisconsin. Totally joking. I would not move over a snake, but I was like, I was really hoping not to see a snake in the time that we've been down here.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let us mend all the cracks that we made up. Just a bit is enough when we're fading. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? We are lost for the cause in our own specific state. It's the logic of things that I never could explain.
Also, if you're wondering on color, we are just doing the Valspar Ultra White in the garage. I just wanted something clean and bright, nothing too crazy. We ended up also using this in our shed, so if you saw the last video, you would have seen me paint out the shed and make sure that was all done. And we're just doing the same in the garage just to give it, like I said, a really good, clean, fresh look. We wanted to do the floors, but it would have been really, really difficult. And right now in Florida is not the time we should be working outside. Like, this should be the time we're working inside, but we haven't really had a choice with trying to get all this done before we can get other stuff done in the house. So needless to say, the floors may wait till winter for us to put a coating on them, just because it is hot here and it's really not smart to be working outside too much. That's actually why some of these projects actually took a lot longer than they normally would, is purely just making sure we went inside, stayed hydrated, like did not overdo it, because the last thing we need with how much work needs to be done in this house is for either of us to get sick. And actually, if you guys have been following, you guys know Bobby actually ended up sick and in the ER just a couple weeks ago. Or I just say a couple weeks ago. It was about a week ago now, week and a half. Not 100% sure. I actually think it was from stress and lack of sleep. He was working on the electrical in the bathroom really late one night, and it was literally the next day that he woke up not feeling good. So I think that's what it was. Luckily, he's feeling a ton better. So I appreciate each and every one of you checking in on him. He's been doing much better, and I've been making sure he rests more and stays hydrated.
So I'm out in the garage again. We got plumber inside doing jackhammering. So I'm gonna be working on this. So we did the filler. So now I'm gonna smooth it all out. So I'm gonna smooth it all out, and then it'll be all set. That's kind of what it looks like. And after it's smoothed, then I'm gonna put an epoxy on top. The rigid quarter sheet sander just crapped out. It turns on, but it doesn't like have the sanding vibration, the smoothness. So we're adjusting fire. We're going back to old, reliable and faithful Black & Decker mouse sander slash polisher. This thing is really old, but it still works. So congrats to Black & Decker for making a reliable mouse sander. So I'm just gonna finish sanding and smoothing out. And I mean, this area is what I did with the rigid, and then coming over here is what I did with the mouse sander. It's definitely a little bit rougher, but it doesn't need to be perfect because we're covering it anyways. I still got to do this area, so. bench is all sanded. Really, it's not meant to be perfect because we are putting this polyurethane, epoxy, whatever on top to seal everything and make it one. So on to the next. As you can see, the floor is kind of dirty. It has sawdust and paint pretty much everywhere. You can see it's just... That's why I wanted to sand first, because that was just gonna make a mess. And now we have to clean it, so that I can take all of this over here and move it to its rightful place. So this is where we start putting the garage together, but we gotta clean first. So stick around for the mess cleaning. Yeah.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go. Nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze. So where do we go now? Nah? Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, out of control. Oh baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control, out of control. I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah. I'm stepping.
So I have been getting super excited about being able to do more and more with this house. So just a little like heads up. So I film about a week in advance. And I say that because if you follow me on Instagram, you guys are seeing stuff like a week sooner than you're going to be seeing it on YouTube, purely because it's just my filming schedule. And we have gotten a lot more done, and I'm getting super anxious because in a couple days the drywall guy shows up, and I feel like that's going to make the house feel so much less like a construction zone. And then in about a week our bathroom should be done, and you guys are going to see more updates with the bathroom as you guys watch. And then what is it? Right after the bathroom, we get our floors in. And I feel like after that, I can really like take a breath and breathe and everything feel just a lot more homey. I will say though, our Bobby and his faces, I will say that our kitchen is getting delayed slightly, purely because I don't have anywhere to like put kitchen cabinets if we got them, because there's so many different projects going on in the house. So I told Bobby that we're going to pause on the kitchen for about a month. We're still going to take the soffits down and things like that because we need the drywall guy to come in. But we are pausing on doing the kitchen right away, purely till we have a couple of these other big projects done, because it's getting to be like really, really overwhelming with everything that's being done all at once. But I feel like we should have a good chunk of the house done before the holidays, which is really my goal. Like, even if it's not all done, I want to take the holidays off and enjoy Thanksgiving and Christmas without these huge renovations. So I want to get a lot of the big stuff done in hopes that come Thanksgiving and Christmas, we can say, okay, let's take a breather and we'll pick it up again come the new year.
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic. And we can save you from your past. This bond is always gonna last. When nothing else makes sense, just dance. What you gonna do? We're doing it all. The feeling is so
This was definitely the point where I started to have like that big sigh of relief because I felt like the garage was coming together. And when the rest of the house is in complete chaos, even if it's the garage, having that feel of accomplishment was really, really nice.
This bond is always gonna last. When nothing else makes sense, just dance. Yeah. What you gonna do? We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic.
So here it is the next day. Still working on the garage. Got everything moved from the one side. So now I gotta vacuum this whole side, and then we'll be able to start unloading one of the pots. So I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. So this side right here, it's all painted. I gotta do the floors, but this is the storage spot. So this is where all our yellow and black bins are gonna go. And I'm gonna save the other side of the garage for later. It's a little bit more done, but not done. So yeah.
Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. I believe it. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. Yeah. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. While I waited for the
So we
sun.
moved our old refrigerator that came with the house into the garage. It's gonna turn into a soda, ice cream / beer fridge.
That's scary.
Oh, I went the wrong way. All right, so it's a little nasty. Hasn't been cleaned at all. So it's just really dusty on top and stuff. But that's the real nasty right there. So we're gonna vacuum that off.
Oh, the rain will beat the sun. 'Cause your heart is on the run. The rain will fall till we fall in love again. When your heart is on the run, I will never see the sun. The rain will fall till we fall in love again, again. Well, you left me in the morning sun. Oh, baby, oh. I'll be back before the sun goes down. Oh, yeah. So I waited throughout the day for the night to come around, come around, come around, come around. Oh, the rain will beat the sun. 'Cause your heart is on the run. The rain will fall till we fall in love again. Oh, oh, when your heart is on the run, I will never see the sun. The rain will fall till we fall in love again, again. Oh, I loved you for 1,000 tears. Oh, yeah. It's been raining from my eyes for years.
Now the part that I enjoy, the organization. You guys know I don't love cleaning, but I will say I enjoy organizing. I feel like when a place is organized and looks nice, it's easier to keep it that way. I'm going to tattle on myself right now. So like the one bathroom we have working in this house right now, I have not been keeping up on it how I normally would, just because the whole house is in so much chaos. I'm like, whatever, what's another room in chaos? So to be able to organize something, have it look nice, is one of those ways that I stay motivated to keep it clean and stay up on it. So I really enjoyed being able to go through and like, all right, these are cleaning supplies. These are the stuff for bugs and yard and stuff. This is stuff for the car, and just get it organized and make it when I come outside looking for something or Bobby comes outside looking for something, we know exactly where to go.
We say we were good together. I would say we had fun, but our trails will never run forever. Something else is on your mind, like everything that's good in life always come to an end. We're letting go, drifting apart. There's no use right.
So another thing, I talked about bugs before, so we have been making sure to go around. There's a couple areas where people have done either plumbing work or electrical, and they haven't resealed where they've gone over. And with the bug situation in Florida, we have been making sure to go around and really like seal off any cracks or holes or anything like that to help prevent the bugs. I was letting Bobby know that in the end, bugs in the house, geckos in the house, things like that are just normal now down here. The biggest thing is not to see a bunch of living critters. As long as they are deceased, we know our pest control is working, but bugs are normal. But we're still making sure to go around, caulk anything. We also need to replace all the seals on the doors. We noticed that a lot of those are bad, and just try and help with the bug situation as much as possible. Also, this Ryobi auto caulk gun is awesome. We are doing all new baseboards in this house, and I know this is going to come in so handy. We also recently leveled our floor in the family room. Just a little heads up, you're going to be seeing that coming up in the next couple of videos. And we used that for all the liquid nail that Bobby had to put down, and it is such a lifesaver when it comes to your hands. All right, so I am going to turn around real quick and show you guys the garage and everything. We have not been able to finish the garage yet because we emptied the one pod, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of organized out, but we need some stuff to be able to finish the garage. But I want to give you a quick overlap. It looks crazy right now, but the paint looks so much better. So our plan is to get a small shed to put on the side of the house for like the lawnmower and cords and things like that. But yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, but I can't finish it till we get the last couple things we need. So I'll see you next time. Bye.